Hey guys, what's going on today? Today we're going to be talking about a new free Steam game that's out there. It's called Shatterline. Now, you may have recalled a video or a short I made a couple days ago that my friends were like, "Oh yeah, you should play this game," and let's roll.
What is that?
Have you heard of that game? It's a
No.
free game on Steam. It's like think of it as like sort of like Apex and Modern Warfare and like Warframe combined into one game.
Okay, you're gonna have to repeat that because all I heard was think of it as and just kind of zoned
Okay.
out.
Okay, like Apex, right? You got
Yeah,
Apex.
right.
Then
Apex.
you got Modern Warfare, right?
Yeah.
And then you got Warframe.
Okay.
And then all combined into one game, and that's that game. Look it
That
up, it's free.
sounds kind of dog shit. Not
It does, and guess what, brother? It is, but it's free.
Yeah, so he kind of saying it's a combining of a bunch of different games, and it was pretty bad, and it sounded pretty bad. It sounded like those things didn't really go together well. And to be frank, I played it the first day. And I didn't really like it. It wasn't for me. It was the time to kill very fast. The sprinting and sliding seemed a little weird, a little off, and the fact that you had characters with traits and stuff like that, and it was more of a character based, not like a class based. But yeah, so I just wanted to talk about that game and kind of give you all the rundown of what all you're looking at whenever you're playing and what should you give it a shot. So you got operators. So you got different operators with different abilities, different kind of specialties and what they want to do, and they all kind of have a backstory. It's a very team-based game. If you play together as a team, then it seems like you're just going to do better overall. You have multiple different guns, which I haven't unlocked everything yet. But you have weapon XP, and then you have character XP, right? So the more you unlock with the character, you get to unlock certain
Bring it on,
things.
suckers.
Equipment progression. You got a bunch of
You want some? Come get it, bitch.
You got a bunch of different cosmetics you can unlock as well. There's different tiers to guns. Currently, I'm only in tier 2, and I haven't played the game that much, right? So I don't think it's going to take that too long to upgrade through all the tiers so you can try out all the weapons. But you buy it with currency. You earn that currency by just playing the game, which is nice. In each gun you have attachments you can add. You have rail patches, counters, trinkets, skins, so forth and so on, like any other game. Add on a bunch of different attachments. You can have up to 3 per gun. Pretty nice. So one mode we have is the expedition mode, right? It's a single player mode. You fight AI and it's a PvE kind of thing, right? I'm more of a PvP person, but I do plan on playing it in the future. If you all want to stop by, I'll be live on Twitch. Check it out. I'll be playing it. There is also Versus, which is the PvP mode of we have Conquest, which is take a hold of hard points. You have Escort, which this is by far one of the favorite modes I have. It's basically, if you think of Overwatch, you have a caravan, get in the circle, it moves, the enemy team has to stop you from moving it through checkpoints throughout the map until you get it to the end. You have Demolition, which is kind of like Search and Destroy. And then you have Team Deathmatch, which kind of explains itself, right? It's a team deathmatch, you kill each other. You also have different challenges throughout the day to get blueprints. So first one of the day, you get 5 blueprints. Enemies killed in versus mode, you get 7 blueprints, and so forth, right? The multiple different tasks, weekly tasks, daily tasks, and so forth. Then there's weekly events. I'm going to be playing the new weekly event in 20 hours. I've heard it's pretty fun. It's PvE as well, but these are great ways to rank up your weapons and to just rank up your skills. As you can see here at the beginning of the game, right, you load in, you have your choice of characters. Your other teams have already chose characters, so those are locked. So you choose your character, you choose your gun, you can select your attachments and everything, but then we jump right into it. There is no like sprint in the game. You're like always sprinting any kind of run. Different characters have different traits, so you do have certain characters that can sprint, but for the most part, the normal run speed is pretty quick in and of itself. Enemy characters are lit up red, as you see here, and friendlies are lit up like with the blue. Each character has different lethal and a non-lethal. As you can tell there, I threw a grenade. This character, Mongoose, gets 2 of them, and that was actually a pretty nice one there. Sliding is very heavily used in this game. It increases your speed tenfold, I would say. And the TTK is pretty quick, so as long as you land your shots and everything, it's normally pretty quick. Other characters, such as the medical support unit you saw there, put out a drone and able to pick you up and revive you. You can also kick boxes around. So you can move these to where you can climb onto ledges, you know, jump up high onto higher ground, so forth like that, as well as kill people with it. With the customization of weapons here, right, you can choose different ones. You can select each one. It doesn't matter which character you are, and then you can add up to 3 attachments. You unlock those in the screen prior, like as discussed earlier, and you can go through in each of them. I think also your lethal and your non-lethal also gets upgraded, as well as possibly your alt, but I'm not sure. This map is actually a pretty fun one as well. I think there's 3 different maps for Team Deathmatch and 1 different one for Escort, but this game is still in early access, so I'm sure there will be some more left. As you saw there, you get a proximity, it's like a C4, but it has like a proximity alarm, so it starts beeping whenever enemies are near it, so you can blow it up. You also get the frost shield, so you can throw it around and create a little shield for you right there, so you can use it as any cover anywhere you want.
Mine at the ready.
Sliding, like I said, is very prevalent used. And sliding into kills, you can also get certain attachments and traits to where if you do get a sliding kill, it gives you extra sort of buffs like reload speed or extra stability. I think with this gun you can also even get where it reloads your magazine if you do a sliding kill, which is pretty OP. This is the submachine gun. It is one of the stronger weapons, just called the fire rate, as in most games. The fire rate is key, right? Even if you do little damage, the fire rate is much better. I have noticed here, if you get a good amount of damage on the other player, it still counts as a kill, even if you don't get it. So a kill or assist, it shows up as the same, which is a little off. Enemy equipment you can destroy on the map, so they'll throw out drones or throw out a little robot that comes up and tries to zap you, so you can shoot those, destroy those, and that kind of helps out your team. What I destroyed there was a medical thing, so anyone standing in the zone of the enemy get healed up. This is this character's wall that shoots that ray of beam, which does damage over time.
We're past the equator. Stay focused.
Haven't got the best of use out of it, but it's a one-hit kill, so if you do hit them, it automatically kills them, and it still sits there, so if like you fire a good crowd, they're all down into it, you'll do a lot of damage to a lot of people.
Mine at the ready.
The good thing also about the remote charge is it stays there even after you die. So say you go down and you respawn, it'll stay there, so whenever you hear that beeping, you can shoot. One of the disadvantages and things I don't like about this game is the audio. So they can be running for like 2 buildings over. You can still hear them, they sound very close. And they also don't have like depth. So if they're up high, you can't really hear them. If they're down low, you can't hear them. This gun is very good at hip fire. Most guns are. So as you can tell, reviving quite slow. If you cancel out, you got to start back over. So I would take that with light. I try not to revive that much just because it puts you in such a bad position. As you heard the proximity thing there, that was the alarm going off. Alright guys, if you've continued to watch the video up to this point, I hope you appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind, hit that like, subscribe down below. It really helps out the channel a lot. And I will be live on Twitch throughout the week, just playing random games such as Shatterline and maybe other things, just having conversations. If you'd like to see more content and videos on Shatterline, drop a comment down below to tell me what you would like to see. Till next time, peace.